Hey guys, how are you? I am Tanisha Shanee. I am an international health lifestyle expert, author of Transition to a Healthier You, How I Lost Over 140 Pounds and You Can Too. I am so excited to be here with you today to discuss healthy lifestyles and really to give you a better understanding as to how you can establish these lifestyles realistically without having to hinder your actual success. So many of us we are not accustomed to having a successful lifestyle because we don't understand it. Everyone hears the word lifestyle and they just think that it's about losing weight. That's like usually the first thing. And I mean, that's easy and that's a great place to start because that's where I started. And that's where a lot of people you will find that when we are looking to establish a new lifestyle, that it really does come from the way that we eat and the way that we treat our bodies, because believe it or not, that is such important. And that is really the driving force for us to have a successful life. So, how did I get to this lifestyle? I really just want to spend time to just explain so that you can see the parallel between establishing a healthy lifestyle and, in the end, having a life that you actually desire. Like, it's really designing your healthier life. And we have so much control, but so many of us don't realize our purpose. We don't understand why we're doing the things that we're doing, and we don't have a healthy foundation. And I love the fact that one day I just got to the point where I needed to make a change, and I made that change. So, in October 2012, I stood on the scale and I was expecting to receive, a number, because that's what we have. We have scales because they have numbers. And Lord and behold, I did not receive a number. I received two letters. And those two letters indicated that I was over the limit. Okay? Do you understand what that means? Like, that was a reality that I was not expecting. That was not something that was like, Tanisha, this is what you're going to deal with. And this is how I had looked. And in October 2012, I weighed over 350 pounds. Yes, guys, that was me. That was my reality. But I was a plus size diva. You couldn't tell me anything. I learned to embrace being a big girl, a BBW. However, people wanted to label me. I don't care about the labels anymore. But I had to find a way to find my purpose and find a healthier me, because that wasn't healthy regardless of how I felt. When I look back, I'm like, Tanisha, you were beautiful, you were on the path of being successful in another aspect of success, and you're unhealthy. That was a reality. So that day I said, you know what, enough is enough. I have to stop. I have to make a change, because believe it or not, that person represented more than just over 350 pounds. That person represented someone who dealt with chronic back pain, some days experiencing not having the ability to walk because of the pressure, and the weight is and weighing down on the hernia. So now it's impacting my nerves and my legs. So this was something that was like really trying to take over my life. And I was just being hard headed. I was just loving this person. And I was just like, look, I'm comfortable. I don't need to lose weight. I'm tired of people talking about losing weight. And it wasn't until that moment where I was faced where I could not see my weight, and to read that box and to hear that, and to read the box and to see that the maximum capacity is 350 pounds, that told me immediately, Tanisha, you got to do something. You have to make a change, and you have to do it now, because if not, you're going to kill yourself. And that was a reality for me. It was like, look, get healthy or you're going to die. And some people hate to hear that, but it's just something like, that's just real. You can't change what it is. At the end of the day, we can make excuses, and that's what I did. But it was just like, when I think back to that lifestyle, that person represented someone who was not only physically unhealthy, but emotionally, mentally, and definitely I was broken spiritually. So as I started to establish this lifestyle, And what it was is like, the first thing I told people is that you have to understand why you're doing this. So, the first thing that you need to do, step number one, is identify why you need to lose weight or why you need to adjust your lifestyle. That's really the way I want you to start thinking. Don't think about as far as money. Don't think about, what program. Really just think about why do you need to do this. And that is a real easy conversation that can happen anywhere. I had that conversation that night on the side of my bed. And it was really like, Tanisha, why do you need to do this? And I just started to list all of the things that has happened over the years. And it was just like, okay, this is why I need to get healthy. So in 2011, I had a miscarriage. And my doctor said that my weight could have had an impact. So he does not want to say that it was the reason, but he's like, it could have an impact. So that right there was one reason it gave me motivation to say, you know what, I want to do eventually have a baby, so try to get myself at a healthier weight. Perfect, right? So that's one positive reason. The second reason was, like I said earlier, I live with back pain, and now I have to find a way to, how do I reduce this back pain, and how do I not have back pain all the time? Again, going back to what doctors were telling me in the past, Tanisha, lose weight, because if you lose the weight, it will reduce the pressure on your back. All the things that you don't want to hear, but it starts to make sense when you're faced with that reality. So that was the second thing. I said, okay, I have two great reasons that are going to motivate me to stay on this lifestyle change, because I need it. It's not something I just want anymore, because now I need it. Because when you go and now you have to get a special scale, like, I was not trying to buy another scale. And someone actually did recommend that to me. Well, hey, Tanisha, why don't you just go buy a new scale? That is not the solution. That cannot be the solution. Because if I buy a new scale that's going to now read up to 500 pounds, that's telling myself that now I have a cushion to go from 350 to now 500. That's the wrong message to have, and I'm not going for that message. And I didn't. And I just kept and I kept and I kept, thinking of all these great reasons, good, all have to be good, as to why I needed to lose the weight. And eventually I received, that internal push. And it was just like, Tanisha, now is now. Like, now is the time. Do it. Do it for you. You know why you need to do it. And I just said, I've had enough. And I made that change. So you have to know why you're starting this lifestyle. Again, when you're ready for the lifestyle, just understand that you're going to probably start and you're going to focus on one aspect of your life. And if you work with the right person, so this is the reason why I coach people through this process, because sometimes we lose focus and we focus on only one avenue of our lifestyle change. And we don't realize that it really needs to filter out in every aspect of your life. So losing weight was the first part for me, and that was the easiest way, because that really just set the groundwork. And when I sat back and I realized what I actually did, it just started to make sense that now I can really filter this into every aspect. So this is what I do. I help other women and even men to accomplish that ability to say, you know what, I'm going to transition and I'm going to make this work, and not only just my health, but I'm going to also work on my emotional state. I'm going to work on my spiritual health. I'm going to work on my mental, and even work on your financial health. So there's a lot of things that we don't even realize that really comes into play when it deals with the lifestyle. Again, this is a 360 percent 60-degree change. This is not something that's just going to be part-time. This is something that you're going to do each and every day. So you have to realize and accept and be willing to accept that it's going to transition into your entire life, mind, body, and spirit. This is what the most important part about it is, that it's going to impact every being of your life, but you have to allow that. And that's the beautiful part. So where did I end up as far as the first part of my lifestyle change? Well, I ended up losing 100 pounds in 362 days. Again, I started this day and I continue to live this life each and every day. So that's one of my after pictures. I went from weighing over 350 pounds to weighing down to, what's that, 195. So when I tell people that you can lose over 150 pounds without weight loss surgery, without any of these products and drink the protein shakes, it all has to do with your mindset. And that's the one thing that as I work with you, you will realize that, okay, it has really nothing to do with what program I'm on, because I have women that come to me that are on Weight Watchers. I have some women who are going vegan. That is just a method. That is just a tool that is going to help you with this lifestyle. Again, we're not talking about only losing weight. How we get the nutrients and the vitamins that we need. It comes from the resources of food and the beverages that we drink, water, natural resources, and we have to just find how do we make this work, and how do we allow this to be the foundation of our life. So this is why healthy eating or healthy living becomes your foundation, because you have to find a way to receive that negative, see that positive and that healthy energy, and that's going to drive your lifestyle. Because when you wake up every morning and you're looking for the healthy things, you're looking for your cup of water, you're trying to get your tea, you're going to make your breakfast, it's going to have vegetables in it, and you're going to have protein, and you're going to reduce your carbs, and you're going to start to exercise and just be physically active. That is just the foundation. That's all that it is. It's the amazing, beautiful part of having the foundation of your lifestyle. That is not where it's going to end. That's not where it's going to stop. See, this is the one beautiful thing that made me realize that there was so much more to this than just losing weight. Because when I really stepped back and I realized I was doing more than just losing weight. So that's why it is not, I'm no longer classified as a weight loss coach, because once I opened up my eyes and I realized, wow, hold on, I'm changing my life with my mind. So that's the next thing. Gandhi had a quote, and I'm probably gonna mess it up, but it basically he states that happiness comes from the way that we think, the way that we speak, and the things that we do. That's where we have happiness, and I believe that everyone needs to have one goal, and your goal is to be happy and healthy. So I take those two and I merge them together. Happiness and good health, it comes from the way that we think, the way that we speak, and the things that we do. So I just take that and I allow that to be really like my drive, because I want everyone to realize it starts here. Your lifestyle starts here. Your positive thinking starts here. Your intentional decision starts here. It has absolutely nothing to do with what is really in front of you. It's how do you perceive that is in front of you. Perfect example. Everyone calls me, and the first thing when they hear of, I have an amazing healthy lifestyle masterclass starting on December 6th. This is a 4-week intensive coaching, small group coaching, where I help women over the course of 4 weeks. We work together. And especially during the holidays, like this is a time that this lifestyle is so critical, because you don't realize what's really going on, right? So you're like, I don't know what's really going on. I have different emotions. Some of us get depressed. We don't really know how to handle. Some of us overeat. We overindulge because we don't know how to shift that energy, and we just kind of stay in this negative funk from like November 1st up until like a couple of weeks into January. So it becomes really toxic, and I tell women, like, no, we need to come together. This is the time that we need one another, because we need that positive thinking. We need that positive energy. So when you have someone that is guiding you through this process, you're going to start to shift your thinking. So one of my wonderful ways of waking up every morning is that I have to tell myself today is going to be an amazing day. Like, that is one of my ultimate thoughts. And you have to start your day that way. You cannot start thinking anything negative. When you go into this negative mindset, believe it or not, that's exactly all that you're going to receive is negativity. So I could not have lost over 150 pounds if I had this negative mindset. So you have to change that. I had to stop telling myself that it was not possible. Oh, I needed this. I needed weight loss surgery. I need these products. You can have all the products in front of you, but believe it or not, you're not going to be successful if you don't have the motivation to eat the products or to drink the products. You have to actually utilize what's in front of you. So this is where you have that lifestyle, because all you're doing is saying, okay, what is the method that I'm going to take to get to this level where I want to accomplish these goals? Because yes, we start off by saying, okay, I want to increase the amount of water that I drink. Some people that I start with, they don't drink 100 ounces of water a day, but it takes time for us to get there. But we have to make reason and understand why. So we start to say, okay, why do we need water? And we really make that a driving force, and it becomes a topic and a conversation, because now we have to realize, oh, I didn't know that. Oh, that's the reason why my skin is so dry. Oh, I need to drink more water during the winter, because people don't realize. But again, if you don't have that education, if you don't have that knowledge, then you don't know what to do. So then you just keep going on with the things that you are doing, and then you're not realizing that you're not successful because you don't understand why you had to do this in the first place. So it becomes really challenging, but it's such an amazing thing, because now you're just giving yourself more information that's going to help you, and it's going to really drive your success in the end. But it all goes back to thinking about it. You have to tell yourself, so when I used to start, when I first started, and again, I'm talking about when this person was in my life, this was me. I had to really think about, Tanisha, why do we need to eat vegetables with every meal? Those were things that I had to really start to think about. And once I started to think about them, and I started to, instead of thinking about it like, oh, I have to eat a salad today. It's like, no, I need vegetables. Don't think about salads. Think about what vegetables you can have. You can have squash. You can have some zucchini. You can make you some cabbage with carrots. There's so many choices, but you have to look at it from an exciting lifestyle. You can't look at it as, I'm on another diet and I have to eat salads. I don't even eat salads like that. Those are not the things that I look for. I love vegetables, and I educated myself on understanding why you need so much vegetables, realizing which vegetables will provide you with the most values and density. Things that people don't realize and they don't want to know, because it's like, I have to learn while I'm learning this lifestyle. Yeah, you do. But how can you learn it in an easier way? And this is where I like to come into play, because I want you to wake up every morning with the desire to have a healthier life, with the desire to know that this is what you're going to do, and you're going to do it each and every day. That's the beautiful part about it. You can do it now, and you can start today, and it's just allow that every day. And once you realize, you're like, wait, hold on. I just started drinking water every day for the last month, and I've lost 5 pounds. My skin is not as dry anymore. So when you allow those things to become part of your habits and your daily routines, it does provide you with the results. But don't think about it as, I want to lose 5 pounds, so I'm going to drink this water. But do it where it's like, I'm going to drink this water every day. And you know what? Yeah, I will lose 5 pounds and more, because I'm going to continue, because this is going to become a life. This is what you're going to plan to do for the rest of your life. I don't plan to go back to my old lifestyle, the old way of eating, because I know that it did not reward me with the things that I needed. So now I just know that this is the way that I'm going to live for the rest of my life. The last thing I want to share, I'm going along the lines of mindset. I know that many of you, for those of you who are in the United States, yesterday you celebrated Thanksgiving. Happy holidays, and I hope you all enjoyed. But I want you to realize that yesterday was Thanksgiving. Today is Friday, November 27th. Yesterday was a holiday. Today is a new day. There is no reason why you have to still eat the way that you ate yesterday. If you had banana pudding, you had stuffing, turkey, chicken, ham, you had plate after plate, and that one day, that is okay. Because those are the moments that you just have to just say, you know what, I had a great time with my family, I'm around my friends, I had, we feel great, we established new memories, I learned a new recipe, however you want to perceive it and however you want to look at it. But it's your focus should have been on, okay, this is one day and tomorrow I'm going to continue with my lifestyle. People laugh at me. I did a blab this morning and I was bragging. I have my lemon water. That is a natural detox. And people are like, who does that? And I'm like, I do, because those are the things that just make sense to me now. Because it's just like, okay, one holiday, it's just one day. That's it. Christmas is next month. Christmas is not, it's not from Thanksgiving to New Year's and you are just free to just go. No, you still have to maintain this lifestyle. Wake up that next day saying, okay, you know what? Yesterday was awesome. I'm so happy. I'm thankful to be with my family and my friends. But today I'm back on track. Today I need to work out. Today I need to drink my tea. Today I need to make sure I get my water in. Today I need to be positive. I need to have just, all the positive thinking that you need. You want that around you. So you have to just keep driving yourself and allow that to be your vehicle, positive, healthy thoughts. That needs to be the vehicle for this entire lifestyle, and it really needs to drive you. You have to want, this. I can't tell people anymore, this is a choice. This is an intentional decision to choose to have a healthier lifestyle. The way that I think, the way that I don't put myself in negative environments anymore. It's becoming very easy to unfollow people on Facebook and, other social medias, especially family and friends, because if everything that you're placing on social media is negative, then it's just like, and that comes up on my timeline. It's a lot of work to have to hide people from your timeline. Like, I'd rather just honestly just unfriend you. It doesn't mean that I no longer love you, but I just don't allow the negativity to be so visible in my life. And I make sure that I am not a product of that negative, because I don't put out negative messages. And I laugh now because when I think and I see the Facebook memories, and it will show you the memories for that day, and I'm like, wow, like, Tanisha, you have grown. Because mentally and emotionally, I used to be very negative. I used to allow one small thing terrorize my entire day, and there was even sometimes it was terrorize my entire week, my month. One of my good friends, for the last, I want to say 3 years, I have made her macaroni and cheese for Thanksgiving. And for the first time, this year was the first time that I did not have, this negative mindset going in. Like, I remember 2 years ago, I think I called her like 2 weeks before Thanksgiving. And I was like, look, girl, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make this macaroni and cheese, and I don't think I'm going to be able to make it to your house. And she's like, why? Like, oh, you're going away? And I'm like, look, because I'm not feeling the holidays. And she's like, but Thanksgiving is in 2 weeks. So that reminds me how it starts here. Because you can't wake up 2 weeks prior to a holiday saying that you're not going to be in the mood to be bothered on a holiday that is 2 weeks away. That was all here. That was my mindset. My mindset was so negative. My mindset was so unhealthy. And again, once you start to realize that it filters throughout your life. So, yes, I started this journey of my lifestyle change 3 years ago. But it took me maybe a year and a half ago for me to realize that Tanisha had all control of the way that her day went, the way that her life went, because she had control on the way that she perceived it and the way that she just, I wouldn't be the person if you would have met me in 2012 at this time, although I was starting the journey, I still was in a very different place. But you want to just have that. You want to have that mindset where it's just like everything is just positive. This week I had so much pain. Although I've done a lot of damage, being over 350 pounds for a good amount of time, I did not realize that my back was as damaged as it was already. So I lost the weight, which is good, but sometimes I just have really bad episodes. And Monday afternoon it just started, and when I woke up Tuesday morning, I was unable to move. Like, I could not get out of bed. I was in pain. I was in tears. I was crying. I didn't know what to do. And you know what? I said, you know what, Father, I just prayed. I said, God, please allow me to have a positive mindset. I know this pain is temporarily. I know that this is not, you're not going to cripple me, but Father, like, I have to just keep my spirits up. And, although I slept a lot, from Tuesday and Wednesday, I slept on and off. But, I still would try to take that time to, send out a post on Twitter or Instagram, but something that was motivating, something that was inspiring, not dwelling on my physical pain, but allowing myself to still push a message out there that is going to inspire someone to potentially do better in their life. And I think that's the one thing that so many people lack, is that when things are going so wrong in their lives, that they can't see and they can't help someone else to see the rainbow or the light at the end of their tunnel, because they're so focused on their negative and what's going wrong in their lives. And I realized that, what, I just could not do that anymore. And I was very happy that, yes, I woke up yesterday. I still had some pain, but I enjoyed my Thanksgiving. I actually think this is one of the best Thanksgivings that I've had with my family in a very long time. And I just really enjoyed that, because those are the moments that we can't get back. You can't get Thanksgiving 2015 back. It's over, it's gone. But you can always have those good memories. And I realized that I lost a lot of great memories over the years because of my negative mindset. So this is why I tell people this has absolutely nothing to do with just weight loss. This is about really changing you, and you have to be ready to change that person. You have to be able to look at this person and say, what, this person is overweight, so they're unhealthy physically. This person is angry, miserable, constantly negative, so this person needs to change their mindset. And then this person just doesn't have any faith, any belief, and this person needs to become healthier spiritually. Now, that I would have to say has been the driving force for my lifestyle change. You can't do this without having some kind of faith and belief. Now, yes, I'm a Christian. My family was raised Baptist, but I will tell you, I'm just a spiritual person. Like, I feel spirits. I get connected with people spiritually. There's always something about us spiritually that is just like, okay, I get you. And for me, this journey was like the best thing spiritually. Like, I think I have grown so much because I have realized that, what, I do have the ability to I have all ability to get things done. I have the ability to set goals for myself, but at the end, I have to have belief that I can actually do it. So you can think that you can think the world about yourself. So you can have all the positive thoughts, and you can say, "Hey, I'm gonna be a millionaire. I'm gonna be a big time CEO, and I'm gonna have 10 houses and beautiful islands that I'm gonna own." And you can think that all day long. You can think that, but if you're not doing anything about it, it's just a thought. So you have to actually put some action to it. You have to do something. And when I started to do the one thing that I was not doing in the past, was believing in God and asking Him for strength, it started with asking for strength to get through this journey, to lose the weight, to make those healthier eating decisions. That's where it started. And then when I started to realize that this was really, manifesting into something bigger and something larger, it was a real lifestyle change. That's when I started to ask for other things. And it was just like, Father, like I need guidance as to what am I really supposed to do? What is my purpose? And he started to just lay those opportunities before me. And next thing you know, I have people contacting me, and they're like, I would love for you to come, lead a workshop. I would love for you to come and speak at my women's empowerment event. I would love for you to come on my show and speak about your book. So it just gave me the opportunities, but it opened up my eyes that I'm here to help people to realize that they have the ability and they have the ability to do any and everything, but you have to stop blocking your own blessings. And I know that for so many years I blocked my own blessings, and I think it's because of my spiritual the lack of spiritual health. I did not have it. My mom will always talk about, read the Bible, go to church. But I never understood, okay, why? Why do I need to read the Bible? Why do I need to pray? Why do I need to surrender to God? Why do I need to do any of that? Because I'm the one that's doing all the work. That's the mindset that I used to have. That's the unhealthy spiritual health that I had. And when I started to realize that, Tanisha, you don't have control over anything. You have to just ask him, and you know what? He's going to give you. You do your part, he's going to definitely do his. And baby, when I tell you, so much has changed. I have been able to walk away from a job that I hated. Okay, when you hate something so much, and it's like, you're like, Father, I know I have a bigger purpose out there. I know that there are people out there who want this same exact lifestyle that I am constantly talking about, that I write about, that I am, always speaking about. But no one is really going to be able to do anything if I'm sitting at this job that is not adding any value to my life. Yes, it was adding a lot of money to my bank account, but that doesn't add value to my heart. When I speak, like doing these videos, this adds value to my heart. This makes me feel great because I know that there is someone out there who's walking in the shoes that I retired, and they're looking to get to this person. They're looking to get to a person who is saying, you know what? I can conquer anything. I have the ability to achieve any and everything. That's what they're looking for. So they're looking to meet me. They're looking to find Tanisha and saying like, hey Tanisha, can you help me to get to this lifestyle that you have established? Because I need to be able to do that. I need to wake up every morning understanding why I need to just be healthier, and why I just need to have this healthy mindset and change and start your transition, mind, body, and spirit. Like, that's what I want everyone to really just get to, that point where we just start to change and we make those intentional decisions to just do what's best and what's going to be healthiest for us. That's all that it's about. It's not about becoming skinny. It's not about having the best relationship. You want to be happy and healthy, and those are not part of your objectives in life. Then you need to go back to the drawing board, because happiness is going to give you good health. Good health is going to lead to your happiness. They go hand in hand. So put yourself first. Understand why you need to put yourself first, because in the end it is only going to benefit you. And it's going to start to benefit everyone else around you too. You don't realize, like, it's like, how does that benefit my family? How does that benefit my friends? Well, you kind of become the driving force, and you are the example that other people need. When I left the school that I was teaching at, I was working at as an administrator, I just knew that I didn't belong there. And I remember telling my supervisor, second week at the job, I said, I think I made a big mistake. And she's like, you've only been here for like 2 weeks. I said, I know, I get that. I said, which is even more strange is because I already know I don't belong here. I said, it's that quick. I said, I'm very easy for me to identify, where I belong. And lo and behold, yes, in 8 months, I think that was my shortest tenure no, it wasn't, but that was at that time was my shortest tenure at any job, because I realized that there was more to my life. And when I started to just tell people that, people were like, yo, that makes a lot of sense. Like, and next thing you know, I left that Wednesday. That following Tuesday, my close friend, she quit. She worked there too in a different role. And she also experienced, and again, we didn't experience the same type of crazy, which makes you realize that although you work in the same job, you can have two people working in the same company and they experience two different types of lives. So she had her own crazy world, and I had my crazy world. And lo and behold, that following Tuesday, she quit. And I think that Wednesday the dean quit, and I no, on Wednesday the dean quit, and then that Thursday the special ed coordinator, she just did a wall, no call, no show. And it was just like, wow, that just shows you that you can be the leader that everyone needs at that moment. It doesn't mean that you're going to be their leader forever, but people need to see that you're taking this serious, that you value yourself, that you want this life, and that you're going to do any and everything to make it happen. And you want this, and you want to be able to let it, again, to filter throughout the entire part of your life. I owe this to healthy living. I owe this to starting that journey. I owe this to October 15th, 2012. I owe this to this because if I wasn't able to understand my purpose and understand how I've actually impacted other people's lives, if I didn't understand that, I wouldn't be where I am today. I would not have the ability to tell you that you can have a healthy lifestyle, that you can be like Puffy and 50 Cent and Jim Carrey, and you can have a happy, successful life. But you have to go forward. You have to kind of start to establish that lifestyle, and it really does start with you. It starts with you understanding why, and you changing your mindset, and then you just taking action and doing the healthy actions. So I think if you guys remember that, understand why you need to just change your lifestyle. Not about just losing the weight. Kind of just look at every part of your life, your mind, your body, and your spirit, and say, how do I need to change this? Like, what do I need to change about my life that is going to improve? It's going to make me happier and healthier. And once you do that, you're going to go back and you're going to start to just say, okay, now that I know why I'm doing this, this is what I need to start here. I need to start thinking all the healthy, all the happy, all the positive things, from the moment that I wake up to the time that I go to bed. And then the last part of it is that you have to start doing it. You have to start actually doing it. You have to start drinking the water. You have to start eating the vegetables. You have to start being physically active. You have to start ending bad relationships. You have to start walking away from unhealthy environments. There's so much that you have to really do, and I think that's what I want you guys to realize, is that really look at your life and say, how is my life unhealthy? Like, really, how is it unhealthy? And once you start to filter that, that's where you're going to start. Okay, where can I start? And I tell you, starting with your eating, that's the foundation. That's going to give you what you need. A lot of my clients, like I stated before, a lot of them are on programs. They're on Weight Watchers, Nutrisystem, Jenny Craig. But what they're looking for is now, okay, how can I take this program and now apply this into a lifestyle? Like, how do I make that transition? And that's where I come in. I come in as that connector to help you realize, okay, I can go from, eating right every day to now having a healthy lifestyle and being happy and doing the things that I love to do, and not worrying and enjoying life even when you have no money in your bank account, when your bank account is at a negative, seeing the light at the end of the tunnel and just having so much belief in yourself that no one can ever take that away from you. So I hope you guys received so much. Please take a time and go to my website, healthissuccess.com, and I was trying to bring it up here, but I have an amazing Black Friday special. where for this weekend, Black Friday, I am going to give you free shipping and one free 30-minute coaching session for any product purchase. So if you go to healthissuccess.com and you go to the website, you click on our Black Friday special, and you're going to be able to purchase my book, Transition to a Healthier You, How I Lost Over 140 Pounds, and you can too. Or you can purchase some amazing detox tea, get your month's supply, and I will coach you for 30 minutes free, and it's free shipping. So there's no shipping charges. It is just pay for the product. Get your coaching session. Start making the alignment to your lifestyle. This is what you need. This is what so many of you desire. Again, if you believe that you can do it, I know that you can, because, again, I did this. I went from that to this. Okay, so that was just the beginning, and now I have an amazing healthy lifestyle that has allowed me to benefit and to just see the abundance in my life. And I want so many of you to see, to feel the same exact way. So regardless of how you feel today, just know that you have the ability to do it. Okay, I hope you guys have an amazing evening. Enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. But again, remember, Thanksgiving was yesterday. Today is Friday. Tomorrow is Saturday. And I hope you check in with me tomorrow for my Thank God It's Saturday. It's going to be live. I am doing this for the first time live because I want you guys to get this amazing message. You have to want this. This is your drive. And if you are willing to go for it, meet me at healthissuccess.com. I am Tanisha Shanee. You have an amazing, amazing evening.